Yeah, the boulevard was the shop. Yeah, you're right. It was. It just triggered me in a good way. It didn't trigger me, like it just pissed me off. So I don't know how well the sound is going to be on TikTok because Cam's cooking in the background, so he's like frying stuff. Just gonna grab take my laptop chair. So I can see Instagram also. But if you want to head to Instagram or Facebook, that's where I am, and that's where like this mic is hooked up to, so you'll be able to hear me better. So what is up, guys? Hello, hello, hello. I today just got the shower, so my hair's like wet. I couldn't even be bothered to like even try to dry it. So I haven't got long today because, like I say, Cam is cooking breakfast for me, like a pro. He's a poached egg king. I am a poached egg queen, and I was thinking this morning because Thursday's our day off, right? So we're not technically working today, but I've got a couple of bits and pieces to do. So I decided I would do a live as I get ready. And yesterday, my battery started to die on the TikTok feed. I decided yesterday. I asked in the group. So wait, and it was up to almost 3,000 followers, like 2,800 followers, something like that. And I went in and I was like looking at it, thinking, where is everybody? There's like 2,800 people in this group, and I don't see people. I don't recognize many of the names, apart from our clients. And so, like, what the fuck is everybody? So I put out a post and I was like, you know, if people aren't engaged in this group, if you're not getting benefits, if you just don't want to like be here anymore, just leave. Because I would much rather have a small, intimate, engaged group than people who just like, I kind of want to lose weight. I just want to like join free groups and get free stuff and never actually do any work. Then like those people can kind of leave. That's cool, whatever. I'm not too bothered. But we had like hundreds. I think there's over 400 comments on it now. Like, no, keep me in. I'm ready for this. I'm going to do this. Let me stay. I get value from this group and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, well, okay. So I kicked out. I think I ended up kicking about 400 to 500 people out of the group. I still go in now and then when I've got a bit of time, which is not very often, and boot a couple of people out who just can't be fucked, basically, and I don't want them in it. So I kick people out every so often. But then obviously the group grows because more people join, and we are being more selective now with who we let in. So we have application questions as you enter the group, and it's like, why do you want to be a member? What makes you a member? What are you struggling with? What's your goal? So that we are more able to help tailor our lives, our calls, our free stuff to what you guys are struggling with, right? Because we want to help you guys as much as possible. So we've got a more rigid like entry requirements now. So yesterday I went back through some of the group, some of those comments. I said like, yeah, I want to stay in. This is about 3 months ago now. So I went in last night and looked at who it was. And I commented, I messaged some of them like, hey, you said you want to stay in this group. Do you fuck all? What is happening? And the amount of people, so that sounds really annoying. It does annoy me actually, so quite rightly. And the amount of people who were like, life got hectic. What? Life got hectic. That implies that life was at one point not hectic, right? I can't remember a time that life was not hectic. Last month, there was a period of 4 weeks where I traveled to 3 different countries in 3 different continents, right? In a month. Different time zones, different languages, different routines, different daily schedules, different length of flights, right? So night flights, different circadian rhythm routines. Like my sleep schedule was all over the place. My training schedule was all over the place. I couldn't control my food a lot of the time because not because I was greedy, but because I wasn't in charge of the cooking, for example. And the amount of, like I still lost weight during that time. I still made time for training as best as possible. I still made the right choices as best as possible. I still caught up with my clients. I still made sure that our business associates, our coaches were on track. I still made sure that everything was okay, and that my life was running as smoothly as possible. So when people say life has got hectic, it really annoys me because I feel like I've got a pretty hectic life. I don't have kids. That is one thing. But for me, my business is our child, right? So I also don't have the luxury of working either part-time or working just a 9 to 5, a 9 to 5, or to be able to switch off at the end of the night. So even though you might say, well, you haven't got kids, I also don't have the luxury that a lot of you guys do. I don't have the luxury of going on holiday and forgetting about work, right? So you can't use time or life has got hectic as an excuse. We've got a couple of clients who, for whatever reason, they've just been dealt the shit cards in life. Often something terrible is going on in their life, and it's often stressful for them. And it's really, frustrating for me because they're doing so well and then something happens and fuck, and they're doing so well and something happens. But the one thing is with these few people that I'm thinking about, it doesn't matter what's going on in life, they still try. They still turn up to calls. They still do their check-ins. They still send messages. They still at least go for walks. They're still doing stuff. So even though maybe their mother is really, really ill, or their cat has died, or they're going through some maybe job loss, or maybe they're going through some mental health struggles, it doesn't matter. These people, even though they're having a really difficult time in life, are still showing up for themselves. And then you can't be bothered because I had to go out for a couple of birthday meals. So life has got hectic. No, right? That's not a good excuse. That's not a good reason to give up on your goals. And for me, when I hear life got hectic, unless it's something very serious. If it's I had parents' evening, and then I had to work, and then the boiler man come, and all this, this is life. Life is never going to be easy, but it's a shit ton of time. Today I'm working, but I'm not supposed to be working. It's my day off, but I'm working. So this morning, here I am doing my live, telling you guys, giving you guys the top love, meeting my new friend Anne Marie, and Can't there cooking. I'm doing makeup, being as productive as possible. I know, even though I come on my period yesterday, I'm still going to go to the gym today. Yesterday was a rest day, so we went for a walk. We went for 2 walks yesterday, so we hadn't hit our steps. So 9:30 in the night comes, we decided we got to go for a walk. So it's not about life not being busy, because yesterday I had 7-hour long calls, back to back to back to back to back. And then I had my daily work to do on top of that. And some other things I had to sort out. So you can't just use time as an excuse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you don't like the fact that everyone's got 24 hours in the day, because everyone's like, I hate that phrase. Everyone's got no. Everyone does have 24 hours in the day, even though time is a social construct. And we do have 24 hours in a day, right? It depends on how you spend those. 8 of those hours should be sleep, right? So what's that? 16 hours. 8 of those hours you work, plus even just, let's say 10. Let's say 10 hours you work because you got to commute. And then you got to eat. So it's 11, so 11, 17. So what have we got left? So 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3. You still got 7 hours left. You've still got 7 hours left in your day. What the fuck are you doing with it? I got to put my kid to bed, right? That's another 2 hours. But don't tell me you cannot find 10 minutes in your day to go for a walk. Don't tell me you can't find 10 minutes of the day to eat something better. In fact, you've got to cook. So why not cook something better? You've got to eat. So why not choose to eat the healthier meal? A lot of you guys, I said this yesterday, I was talking to my mom about this. The fact that if I say something in my lives, in my reels, and you get triggered, and you're like, that was about me. Probably wasn't about you, but if you got triggered by it, you should probably take the advice that is being said in that reel, because obviously that is a problem for you, because otherwise you wouldn't try and defend it. So if you're telling me like, oh yeah, but my life is really, really busy. I've got clients who teach. Proud of me. I've got clients that teach at different levels actually, who like are teachers. I'll read stories in a sec. I've got people who work full time. I've got night shift workers. I've got people who have just had a baby recently. Actually, we coach them through pregnancy. We've got a few clients who are pregnant. So, you know, life is different for everybody. We've got people who've got different abilities and disabilities and health problems and all this kind of stuff. But there's got to be a point where you decide, fuck, like, I've either got to do this or I've got to stop complaining that I'm not losing weight. And I've got to stop complaining like, oh, I really want to lose weight. But all my friends are getting smaller and I'm not. They're making a choice. Decide, yes, I'm going to lose weight, or no, I'm just going to stop complaining and I'm going to stay as I am. That's cool too. No one's saying you have to lose weight. We have to like tone up. Health is different. You know, your doctor might be saying you need to lose weight for health, but generally, most people want to lose weight just because they want to feel better, they want to look better, they want more confidence, they want more sex, like whatever it is, like people have got their own reasons. But if that reason is not strong enough, that you're not finding time to do the things that you need to do, don't want it. It's like me saying, oh yeah, I really like to run my own business. Can't be fucked to put the work in because my life is too busy. It's like, you kind of have to make the time if that's what you want to do. Tori, parents who cook for their kids, put them to bed, then cook for themselves. Bonkers. Yeah, waste of time. Cook at the same time. Cook at the same time. Exactly. And if you're like, oh, my kids are fussy, well, you don't have to eat the same as your kids. And same with your husband or your partner. Like, you don't have to eat the same as them. Do you know that? You're not one person. You digest food differently. You have different preferences. Oh, I can't bother to cook. Then can't be bothered. That's the thing. You can't be bothered to cook. You can't be bothered to put your own health first or your own goals first. That's what you're saying. I'm not priority. My partner is fussy, so I have to cater for him or her. Let them cater for their own. I'm a grown-ass person. Guys, I'm not letting you join my life. So stop asking. It's all about tough love. You don't get anywhere. Or you don't get anywhere. That's what I've always told my kids. Yeah. There's time for tough love. And there's time for what's the word? Empathy. And the other word that I can't put my finger on right now. But, you know, when you're caring for yourself. But what I don't like is when people use self-care. They're like, oh, I didn't go to the gym today because I was concentrating on self-care. It's like, oh, I didn't eat my chicken and vegetables today. And I had a burger because it was self-care. It's like, that's not what self-care is, right? Self-care is putting your health, your love for yourself, and your goals first. So sometimes that is going to be, I need to go for a massage. I need to take a day off the gym, right? And sometimes that's going to be, I don't want to go to the gym today, but my goals and my happiness and my futures are my priority. So I need to show self-care and commit to what I really want deep down, which in this case is like weight loss or whatever. So they won't be as fussy half the time. They won't be as fussy half the time if you eat all the same for most kids, yeah. And it takes 24, 28 tries of a food for a kid to like it as well. So you can say they didn't like eggs. I am the poached egg queen. So I didn't actually used to like eggs very much. It's funny, isn't it? But you can have them poached, scrambled, fried, like an omelette, your egg white only, boiled, wherever, like hard boiled, soft boiled, whatever. You can have eggs in different ways. So by by introducing these different foods, well, it's the same food, right? It's the same food, it's just different techniques. By introducing foods to your kids in different varieties and your partner, they are more likely to find something that they like or they prefer. And then because you're trying things so often, they're more likely to just accept it. But like, actually, yeah, my taste buds have adjusted and now I like it. I didn't used to like avocado. And so a few months ago, it must have been January maybe, I started like adding the tiniest bit. If any of you guys saw that story, people were pissing themselves off. I added like the tiniest bit of avocado to my breakfast. And now I have it every day for my breakfast or in my breakfast. And I literally just hide it under my eggs. So I do, just hide my avocado under my egg. So yeah, that's that. But this has all come, and he's setting good examples, exactly right. So this has all come from the group that I was talking about earlier, my our Facebook group, that people just like are using time as an excuse. But ultimately, you've got to stop blaming time and either say like, time, yeah, life is busy, and I just haven't got the time management skills. Okay, now you know like what you need to work on. I need to work on my time management skills. Versus, oh, life is busy and there's nothing I can do about it. It just is where it is. I have to not work towards my goals for another year. You'll fucking never get anywhere in life, mate. Like, sorry. So there are 24 hours in a day. What you do with those is up to you. Like, how, like, I'm multitasking here. I'm putting my makeup on and I'm helping you guys out. I'm giving you a bit of education, giving myself a bit of therapy. But if you, it's different for me, right? It's different for me. But if you went on your settings, your social media usage, and had a look at how much time you spend on social media apps, I bet it would be hours. Hours and hours a day. Or hours a week, even hours a week. What could you have done with those hours a week instead of just scrolling TikTok? Sorry, TikTok. Or instead of just scrolling Instagram consistently and thinking, oh, I wish I. And the thing is, you're looking at these girls going, I wish I could lose weight like her. Or I wish I had a body like her. Or I wish I could do that. That girl that you're looking up to is not spending hours and hours and hours scrolling on TikTok or scrolling on Reels. Maybe she looks on Reels for some inspiration, but then she takes action. And the more you look for people, different people, oh, this person says keto, this person says paleo, this person says fucking jump around with bungee attached to your back. Like, everyone's going to give you different ideas, perhaps, on how is the best way to lose weight. But the best thing to do is to find one or two people that you think are really, really, you resonate with, you like their vibe. Go all in on them, especially if they're giving you free advice. So like I say, in our free Facebook group, we give free advice. And Tori and Lindsay are two of those people that are in there. They turn up, they say hi, they engage. And that makes them more likely to get to their goals versus people who sit there, like join a group, like click, hope that they magically now lose this weight because they've joined this group. So no, you actually fucking have to do something. So if you actually want your goal, you need to take action and not just join a group and hope that you will change. I tell you guys, like the amount of free group business groups that I'm in, Instagram groups, like, how to help your business on Instagram, Facebook groups, how to finance, like how to work the finance in your business, how to market the business, how to be a good coach, how to work well with nutrition. The amount of groups, free groups I'm in, I do not visit them. I don't visit them. They have never helped me in the amount of time I've been in them. As soon as I pay, so we paid thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars for our coach. Have I done the work? Yes. Every week we meet with our coach and we're like, right, this is what we've done. What next? Because we want someone to tell us what to do. We're paying for all the knowledge that they've got, the years of experience that they've got. And because I'm paying so much money, that work's getting done. And the same with like fitness, right? Like the amount of free, first of all, I know what I'm doing. I should just do it. I know, right? I know lots of people say that. But I'm just going to turn this off because I'm sick of people trying to join. The amount of like free downloads that I've got, free eat this or free do that, do these exercises. And I'm like, I haven't even opened them to be honest. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, maybe. And because it's free, I just use it sits in my downloads. But I tell you, when I'm paying £200 or £300 a month for my coach, my fitness coach, I'm going to that gym. I am choosing the right food because I've got skin in the game. Now I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to piss this money away, do I? Thousands a year or whatever, 3 months. I don't want to waste my money, so I'm going to do the work. So, a few things. If you are in a free group, commit to it. If you actually want your goals, commit to it. Stop using time or hectic life as an excuse because life has never not been hectic. I've never gone, do you know what? I've got nothing to do today. Maybe I'll start my weight loss journey. Never has that once happened. Never. My 34 years of living. Never had an easy day where I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna, I'll just chill today. I'll just try and lose some weight. Because even if that happened, it will never happen. But even if it did, what happens the next day when that's a hectic day? Or the day after and that's a hectic day? All of a sudden, our weight loss journey was what, a streak of 1 day or 2 days. So we really need to be, it's not even being aware, it's making the decision. We need to be dedicated to our goals, not just like, yeah, well, if I join this physical group, then hopefully I will lose the weight, right? It doesn't work like that. So tough love, bit of a rant, going to be kicking more people out of my group because if you do not want to lose weight or tone up, or if you don't be in there. Basically, just don't be in there. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time or Cam's or any of the other coaches or any of my clients that are in there trying to help each other. Or even Tori and Lindsay who are not clients. I don't want them to waste their time helping people who do not want to be helped. So that's that. Take responsibility for your own goals, your own outcomes, and your own actions, and dedicate yourself for 3 to 6 to 12 months, even 90 days. Start with 90 days, 3 months. And see where you come out in 90 days. Your life would be radically different if you just committed. So that's it. I'm going to go now. I've got a couple of meetings in about half hour, and then I'm going to take the rest of the day off. Okay? Have a good one. Speak to you guys soon.